What's up, my students? Welcome back to Love of Heroes. We are gonna be doing more. Gullus East, I believe. Yes, we finished 10, and now we're doing the last 6 stages. Actually, if I can, yeah, I remember these lines. We recorded that. Okay, then we're good. 8, 11.
私が向かいましょう。
Oh, 6 more stages. I might actually be able to jump into Extreme tonight. Like, literally, I did not expect that. I gotta record 50 hero comments though. Well, 50 characters with hero comments, not specifically 50 comments. You know what I mean. Doesn't take long, surprisingly. As long as you click on them pretty quickly. I should be able to finish all my comments by tomorrow, I think. Oh, that wasn't a story scene, I see. 6:12. Once we finish the 6 stages, I'm gonna end the video though. And then, yeah. The longer this operation continues, the more tired the knights become. You want to let them take even just a day to really rest. I want to rest, but unfortunately we don't get that. 8:12.
癒しの旋律を奏でましょう。
Clam pasta. I just read Bianca's favorite food is clam pasta. I wonder what that tastes like. There we go. You finally made it, my precious guinea pigs. We meet again. Here to get tricked again. That's quite the look you've got on your face. Lovelace. I'm sure you have a lot on your mind, but don't forget she's our enemy right now. Since you came all this way, I'll do my best to treat you with care. In my lab. Oh gosh. Cunning infiltrator. You know what I just realized? Even though I can't make it to War of Tyrants, and someone else recorded, which is the story is the most important for the recordings, but I'll never get to see my character, my monarch, in it, because I looked at the recordings and none of them looks like my monarch. But at least the story is recorded. That's the most important part. I'm very happy for that. But still, I don't know. I'm just used to my monarch. I'll get used to it. It can't be helped. It's a little sad though. Nick, how did I? Don't have any more teleportation scrolls now, do ya? Heh. Sophie, the battle's over. You lost. Nick, impossible. Not here. You said you were born from my cells, did you not? So what? There are many things I would like to ask you. I'm curious about the homunculus project you mentioned. You think I'd tell you anything? As a provider of your genetic data, I think I have a right to know. My corporeal property rights were violated, after all.
You're making up words now.
I also think we need to come to some agreement about what to do with you.
What do you mean? You're going to kill me? End of story?
I'll leave that up to their commander. No, taking the easy way out. You have to live so you can make amends for what you've done.
Ha! Are you stupid? Death is the worst punishment there is. It's the scariest one, to me at least. All of my knowledge, research, and abilities, all of it, just gone in an instant. But you're saying you won't kill me so I can make amends? Don't you think that's more than a little soft? You won, and yet you're going to do me a favor.
We can always reevaluate later about whether we made the right choice. I can guarantee you right now that it'll be a much harder path than you can imagine.
Humph, what are you going to torture me?
You'll find out.
Selphie, Ravenheart. What the? What are you doing there? Here to save me? No, I was captured too. I heard you were made from this elder elf's cells too. Yeah, and? I was also made from his cells. Does that make us family? Here I thought you were going to say something good. Don't go trying to push that sort of stuff on me. We're connected by blood. Relationships still like that aren't at all important, you desperate little child. Do yourselves determine your values and thoughts. It doesn't matter what you were born from. All that matters is you live how you want. Why are you here being all needy? I just wanted to play house. Wanted to feel like you were alone. Oh. Did you want to be normal like everyone else? Ha! How stupid. You were born superior to everyone else. Stop dreaming of becoming ordinary. I'm different from you. I can live on my own. I don't need anything as pathetic as relationships. The world is full of entertainment. You're being cruel. Is that really something you should say to your brother? You think that hunk of junk is my brother? No, he's not a hunk of junk. He's much sweeter and more endearing than you. He survived on his own all this time, with no one else to rely on. How amazing and admirable is that? Haha, what drivel. You're talking about someone who was built to be a weapon of war, and yet has almost no experience in battle. He had one job, and he failed at it. He's working to be truer to himself. I find that much more commendable than someone like you, who hides behind exaggerated laughter. What am I hiding for? It's common to become self-conscious during puberty. If you can get a handle on it, you'll grow into a great adult. But when I look at you, I feel like you're going to be playing by yourself forever. Thinking you need other people to learn more about yourself is sure proof that you're inferior. It could be, but no matter how you got into this world, as a person you can't live in isolation forever. You'll change your mind if you ever meet someone you can open up to. Shut up, that'll never happen. You're only being scolded because you were mean to Nine. As long as I'm here, I won't let you do that without being punished. Urk, it's suddenly so cold. Lumi! Who's Night really taking a shine to her, huh?
Maybe she's like a trusty aunt to him?
つまらないな。本当にこれでおしまいですか?
I wish I had more voices, but I really don't. And I can't really change much. They're very similar to my original voice.
音楽が必要な時ですね。
Well, I'm not professional, so it doesn't matter. 13, 12. Sophie and Nine are both said to have been made using cells from Laplace. You're embarrassed to admit thinking their meeting here was, in a way, like a family reunion. Maybe I could like auto the dialogue. If like I can finish Extreme much sooner than I thought I could.
癒しの旋律を奏でましょう。
If I auto the dialogue, I could finish War of Tyrants, but I won't be able to talk during it because I would need to take breaks because of my throat, and that would take too much time, and it would probably be on the last day. But at least the story would be recorded, you know? We'll see what happens.
右か
And then I'll see my monarch in the story.
影を恐れたことがあるか。ないならこれから存分に味わわせてやるよ。
Argonauts is just so cool. I like
ふわりと包み込んで。
天と地をつなぐ。
Eh!
右かそれとも左、どっちだ。どうだ、役に立つだろ。
Does it? Oh, it's not a story one? I guess not. 14 it is.
癒しの旋律を奏で。
After rounding up the Imperial forces that have taken entire city, you found that they all knew Astrid. She must have been famous in her hometown of Galmund. Although, now that you think of it, how could she not have been? 14, we only got 3 more
音
stages.
楽が必要な時ですね。
And we'll take a slight break.
はっ。
計算は終わりました。エーテルフィールド展開、家電粒子凝縮開始。デトネーションバースト。
I thought they would all be dead. Hmm.
めったに使わない技術だ。特別に見せてやろう。
この程度ですか。
14 too? I thought at least this one had a story. Well, 15 and 16's gotta have a story.
平和な旋律のために。
You finally made it to Golos proper. It can no longer really be called an empire.
少し荒々しい旋律を奏でる時間です。はっはっ。
じっとしてろ。
Oh, I should have used the skill.
すぐに終わらせてやる。はっ。
My liege. Oh no, the warning. What is it, Mailing? Do you feel something?
The mage we saw at Lumisade. I feel the same evil energy.
She must be up ahead.
That mage is more than what she appears to be.
Yeah.
There's an ominous aura that fills the air. It makes it impossible to see what's ahead. But I will protect you, my liege.
Thank you, Mailing. I'll protect you too.
Don't lose.
Of course not. Don't worry. Allies, up ahead is a powerful enemy on an entirely different level from anyone we faced. Move forward while taking the utmost caution. I will be your sword. Leave it to us. We will not be defeated.
右かそれとも左、どっちだ。
Nick, this energy. Oh,
We meet again, heh. Seer Atleon. Are you here to prove that you are indeed His Majesty's rival?
Yes, I'm here to keep my promise.
You said you would make it no longer fun for me, right? Well, I'm having a lot of fun right now, heh. Let's see how much you can riff.
Watch closely.
I'm already quite invested. Don't let me down, heh. Oh, but you do seem to have increased in number, haven't you?
Who is she? She's the one who can answer your questions, Durahan.
What?
I see familiar faces. 9, why are you with them? Lady Seer, you really are a naughty boy, heh? I suppose you must be punished now. I'm sorry, Lady Seer. Unfortunately, it's too late for that. Eek! It's okay, 9. I'm here with you. Lumi! Don't be afraid. Old hags like that who hurt children always gets what's coming to them.
Oh, dang!
Heh. Are you the warden of the divine beast? You've got quite the mouth for such a pesky insect. I think my job is much more worthwhile than being the Emperor's dog, wouldn't you? At least I don't make the world worse. You're starting to annoy me. You toyed with Laflays, left him a mess, all for your enjoyment. I'm going to make you pay for what you did right now.
Lucilica, I agree you must pay, but I'd appreciate it if you didn't make our relationship sound like something it wasn't.
I can't think of a compliment that could pay tribute to making it all this way, with such pitiful rabble. At any rate, now you've made it all this way as His Majesty's rival, I suppose I should show you the proper etiquette. Allow me to officially greet you, Alliance of Avalon. I am Seer Atleon, head mage of the Imperial family and devoted servant of His Majesty Emperor Cardus Claudius.
We are the Avalon Alliance, here to bring your world crashing down.
I quite like the kind of confidence. People make the most delightful expressions when you shatter it into pieces.
I want to ask you something.
Oh, it's the sorry soul whose feathers turned black from the resentment and hate. Would you mind crying for me?
Are you the one who awoke the monster in the Wildlands?
I am. It was quite the feat, if I do say so myself.
That monster returned all of my loved ones to the wind. I'm the last survivor of my tribe, who was slaughtered by the monster.
Oh, that's too bad.
I want to know, what thoughts do you have about them? What thoughts do you have about my brother and family killed by the monster you awoke? Those are my questions.
Well, let me ask you this. When you go walking somewhere, do you spare the time or effort to think of the ants you unwittingly stepped on?
What?
They were insects I happened to step on while I moved my feet. I don't feel anything else about them.
You...
Oh, was that not the reaction you were hoping for? Let me try again. I'm very sorry about them. I know it was done for the good of the Empire, but I promise to pay for my wrongdoings. Will you please accept my heartfelt apology?
You depraved... How can you ridicule us like that?
There's just no pleasing you, heh? What do you want from me? Oh, you just said I killed your loved ones, right? Shall I bring them back, just as they were when they left this life, heh?
Durahan, you have to stay calm if you want to take your revenge. I'm trying to do the same. Ag.
Perhaps we should stop here. It's been entertaining, but I'm afraid I'll get bored soon. It's time for that fun you promised me.
Allies, time for an all-out attack. Don't let your guard down. I also don't like her.
全力で
I do like Water Seer though, she's good. Light Seer, no.
Oh, how wonderful. I had no idea you would advance this far.
We can't let her go.
This is about as much as I can entertain you in this form. I feel like we could have had a little more fun.
No one let your guard down. She hasn't tapped into all of her power.
Unfortunately, my turn is over. Heh. His most excellent majesty is waiting for you. I hope you will be able to amuse him for a while.
I want to let you get away.
You are quite the clingy one, aren't you? How endearing. Would you mind not forcing your resentment onto me?
Durhan, I know it may be hard to calm yourself, maybe even impossible. But if you trust me at all, please, just wait. Understood, my liege.
You definitely have their loyalty. Is that why you're so confident?
If you were always going to fall back, why block our way in the first place?
It was, let's call it a bit of a test. I wanted to see if you could satisfy His Majesty. You passed more or less. If you're just a power rating analyzer, then you've done your job. Now get out of here. I was thinking to do just that. Enjoy your audience with His Majesty.
She was annoying straight to the end.
The ominous aura seems to have faded, my liege, for now.
I see. Then it's over. Is it really over? Cardis is easier to understand than her. I encountered her several times, but I still have no idea what her aims are. I'm not even sure her loyalty to the Emperor is genuine. Astrid.
Yeah?
There's something I want to say just in case.
This better not be your last wish or anything. I won't have it.
In case there's a next time. Oh. And if you happen to get all your memories back, will you come find me again?
Oh. Huh. You remember what I said, Highness?
Of course I do.
I'm still not bored. I don't think I will ever get bored with you.
That's a relief.
It took me forever to find you. You think I'm just gonna suddenly let you go?
You're not talking about this timeline now, are you?
I'll leave that to your imagination. Anyway, if there's a next time, you don't gotta worry.
Thanks, Astrid. Oh, that was sweet.
争いのない世界が訪れますように。
We got the next stage.
少し荒々しい旋律を奏
I'm
でる
nervous. Wait, I don't even have to be nervous.
時間ですね。
Well, I was nervous back then when I first played this. Almost every knight agrees that Seer is the most dangerous person in Gullus. It should be no wonder she clearly gave up being human long ago.
癒しの旋律を奏でましょう。
We finally made it here. What's that huge thing over there? It's the Flying Fortress the Empire is building. Flying Fortress? Exactly how it sounds. A stronghold that can fly in the air. Is that possible? The anti-gravity technology used in Titan was only made possible by restoring and reworking an ancient artifact. I don't know if it will actually work, but considering the Aegis technology, it should be possible. Technology made for military purposes is normally much more advanced than widespread technology we tend to see. And, above all, Seer Atleon was in charge of its construction. That gives the idea more credence than anything.
Assuming it works, the minute that thing is completed, there'll be nothing that can stop the Empire.
You're right. Highness, will defeating the Emperor really solve everything? The Empire is nothing without its Emperor. It won't be able to keep going without him.
Sounds like we need to be prepared for the worst, Commander. When you corner someone, normally one of two things happen. They either give up and surrender, or they give in to the evil and come out swinging. If the Emperor is the latter type, he'll be extremely dangerous. The scariest people in the world are those who give in up. That sounds like something you've learned from experience, Lady Helga. You make good points. If the worst happens, we may have to fall back a step. The problem is, the Emperor is neither of the two types you described.
Then what kind of person is he?
The type who has convictions. Through countless experiences, he developed a certainty in his methods. But ironically, he'll be willing to give up on his ideals if he faces an opponent he could never defeat.
So he's a coward.
No, that's not it. What he wants is the power to protect humanity. Establishing the Empire was part of that. He believes he's the only one who can save humanity, which is why he came up with the Empire as a solution. If we can show him that we're stronger, he'll naturally yield.
It sounds as though he carries the weight of the world on his shoulders.
He does, and the ideas he has aren't the kind you can talk him out of. Sounds simple. All we have to do is win. I explained it a little in depth, but Astrid's right. Well, then there's no reason to hesitate. Let's go win. Yeah, let's win. Allies, prepare yourselves for our final battle. Ooh. My liege. Feeling an ominous energy? No. I feel something big. Something very large. Not something evil or ominous? It's neither good nor bad. The giant restrictive force, the flow of something that could sweep all of us, up.
I wonder what that means. Just up ahead of us is the Emperor.
I cannot offer a guess. However, I can offer a piece of advice.
I like to hear it, Mei-Ling.
Within chaos, there are many branches that sway to and fro in the ripples of our actions. You can choose any of those branches. Each branch has its own conclusion, and each will attempt to pull you in. You can't let them sweep you away. You need to choose the direction you will walk. If you encounter more than one path, choose the one your heart takes you down. Oh. If you do, you will find it to be the right path and your resonance will increase.
That's not easy, but I understand.
When the time has come to choose, remember what I said.
I will. Let's go, Mei-Ling. Oh, wow. Let me drink water. Alright, I'm good. Cardus. Heh, you finally made it, huh?
Exalted Emperor. That's the Emperor.
I don't feel any aura coming from him, but there is an intense pressure in the air. I'd like for the others to step away for a short while.
What are you gonna do?
I want to speak to your king.
I accept.
Highness!
It's okay. I have to do this. Okay, if you say so.
Heh, how trusting of them. Monarch of Avalon, I have something to ask you.
Ask away.
Do you tie a knot in your timeline?
Yes, this is not the first time I've met you.
I suspected as much. But in all my lifetimes, this is the first you've ever appeared. That would mean your knowledge was suddenly forced onto my timeline. which by extension means you're not from this world.
You're right. This isn't my original timeline.
The knots in each of our timelines must be in different locations. That would make our meeting now the result of complete chance. The minute either of us returns to the original location of our knot, the you and me of this moment will never be able to meet again.
Oh.
I suppose it doesn't matter after this. We'll continue to relive our lives over and over again.
Are you going to stick with the same plan every time you start over?
The Empire, you mean?
Yes, you said you built the Empire to stop the upcoming calamity. Is this the way of doing things the best you can come up with in all your attempts?
You said you dream of a world where everyone can live happily, didn't you?
Yes, and I'm going to keep dreaming of it.
In my first life, I was the third prince of the kingdom and a ruffian of the royal court. I played the fool in order to survive the pandemonium of the royal family. I didn't want my brothers thinking of me as a rival for their throne.
Oh, that sounds exactly like the records of Cardis.
Because of that, I was largely able to lead a peaceful life. I didn't worry about rules or etiquette. I lived how I wanted and shrugged off others' criticism. And then the calamity came. All I could see at the time was despair. The world ended in a second, and I died consumed by fear. And that's when it happened. On the other side of death, I made a contract with the Chronicles. If I had known everything that would stem from that decision, I don't think I would have made it. As per my contract, my second life began. To me at the time, it was nothing short of a miracle. My 12-year-old self used all my previous memories and experiences to excel, and my brothers, who became jealous, used poison to kill me.
Oh my god.
Quite the absurd end, don't you think? Heh.
Why are you telling me about your life?
I don't know. Maybe because it's my first time meeting someone whose fate is the same as mine. Maybe I just want us to relate to each other.
Doesn't seem very much like you.
I don't know what you think of me, or what me you met in your previous life. But at this point, it's become impossible to know what is like me. You can think what you will.
Okay, keep going. I'm listening.
Heh. The first time I took the throne was my 6th life. I knew exactly how to make Gullus powerful and wealthy. I used the Chronicles to find ancient artifacts and dungeons to exploit enemy nation weaknesses, and to discover hidden people with tremendous talent. Objectively speaking, I was an extraordinary king. We've enjoyed many years of peace, and the people were happy. And then the calamity came again. I had thought I'd made our nation powerful, but all my efforts were meaningless. I met my end, watching from my burning castle as the corpses of my people piled up. My next life was more or less the same, as was the next, and the next, and the next, and the next. No matter how prosperous and powerful I made our country, no matter how happy our people were, calamity still came. And it destroyed everything we built. It was then that I shifted my goal to defeating the calamity. I used the next few lifetimes to learn of ancient arcane technology. I studied beneath the wisest scholars and focused on improving myself. Then, over the few lifetimes, I tried sharing my knowledge with all the countries of the world. I thought if we all just came together, we could stand against the calamity.
Oh, so you tried to...
Every country that saw rapid growth also rapidly expanded their militaries. In the end, the only thing I brought us together in was a great world war.
A world war? Oh my gosh. What?
Every nation progressed so quickly that they started to go to war with each other under the guise of protecting themselves. They were still fighting each other when the calamity came for us all.
Oh my gosh, even the calamity.
and the life after that. I put restrictions on the knowledge I imparted, and went around the world stopping wars whenever tension rose. But nothing changed. Every nation was trapped in an us versus them mentality, and they cared about their own prosperity. When the calamity came, they failed faster than in my previous life. Holy. I asked, begged the Chronicles, Terminal, thousands of times, to let free me from this nightmare, and let me out of my contract. Lambda had been a source of strength during my every life I led, and was the only one who'd understood me. But every time I asked, she would always tearfully tell me it wasn't possible. Oh, tearfully, so she cried. Lambda went to sleep after that. No matter how much I called for her, she wouldn't wake up. I couldn't access the Chronicles, and I lost my sole companion. I had 2 lives where I didn't try at all to stop the calamity. I probably ended things early about 5 times. The calamity still came. After a few hundred years of living in despair, I finally stood up and was filled with determination. A few hundred years. I wanted to rip that calamity a new one. I figured if I can't escape it, I might as well make a meaningful effort to stop it. That's when I met Sierra. It's thanks to her that I was able to put the idea of an empire into people's minds. I also gave them the idea that we had to prepare for the calamity by subjugating the other nations with absolute power. It was only then that we started to have a fighting chance against the calamity. After that, I worked on creating a more efficient system. Which brings us to now. I don't know what number life this is. You understand why I told you such a long story.
To say you weren't always like this.
I tried so many different ways of doing this. After seeing the end come countless times, what do you think I felt? The happiness you speak of was once the most important thing to me too. But the happy people of the world, the people dearest to me, and would always die right in front of me. No matter how happy you are, you can't enjoy it if you're not alive. Survival needs to come before happiness. That is the ideal I'm trying to help people understand. I doubt you agree with my thinking. And you probably don't like the government I've established that suppresses the individual.
Let me ask this. Would you sacrifice 1 person if you could save 10?
Gladly. If there is a way for more people to continue living, I would readily accept it.
Is that why you chose suppression, control, and brainwashing?
They were the most effective methods. Talk of ideals can never get all people to act towards a single goal. Letting go of the ideal of the individual and learning to consider yourself part of a greater whole increases everyone's rate of survival.
I don't agree.
I didn't think you would.
I don't want a world that was brought about by the sacrifice of others. I'm sure you think me naive and foolish.
No, I don't think that anymore. I respect your ideals.
No way.
If you have enough strength, I think you can make them a reality.
That's exactly what we're here to show you.
Good. Well then, my rival. Come at me with everything you got.
Oh, dang. Cursed returner. I forgot about him talking about his lifetimes. I knew, like, he said he, like, started life over, like, a crap ton of times. But, like, I forgot he talked about it. Literally. And the
the first part where he acted the fool in his first life. That's exactly what it showed with Cars Record. Does that mean we would have, if the game survived longer, would we have like literally saw Cardis cry to Lambda saying to please end the contract? Eventually in one of the parts? Oh my god. I don't know. I don't know. That would be hard to see. At least the game would still be here.
素晴らしい。汝の勝利だ。
カルティス。
我はずっと待っていたのかもしれない。我の代わりにこの荷を背負ってくれる者を。これでやっと休めるな。
うん。
悔いはないのか。
正直に話そう。我は汝の理想が正解だという確信を持ったわけではない。
そうだろうな。
諦めた者が感じる劣等感なのかもしれない。だが汝は我に勝った。我が今の道を選んだのは絶対的な力がなかったからだ。だが汝はすでに我をも超える力を手にした。この事実だけでも我が退くには十分な理由だ。このまま死ねば我はまた結び目に戻るのだろうな。我が話したことを覚えているか。結び目をつなぐ時間軸は互いに異なると。
ああ、覚えている。
それはこれからも変わらないだろう。汝の世界にいる我は汝を覚えていることはなく、我の世界には汝は存在しない。永遠に重なることのない平行線だ。
Oh.
だがもういいんだ。どこかの世界にはお前がいるのだからな。我よりも理想的で幸せな道を選んだ汝が災いと戦っているのだろう。我はそれを確かめられただけで満足だ。我が一人で背負う必要がないかもしれないという可能性、それをこの目で見ることができただけで十分だ。その道を諦めた我に世界を救う資格など初めからなかったのだ。
そうやって逃げるのか。
我はもう疲れた。
マスター、
Oh, Mew.
ミュウ。
規格外の存在に盗聴されることを防ぐため、ユニバースの電算空間に一時精神を移動させた。ここなら少しの間は安全。
規格外の存在だと。
星座の守護神をも超越する権威を持つ者がマスターと生命体カルティスの会話を聞いていた。
Greater authority?
一体誰が。
ラムだ。いや違うな。汝は。
私はユニバースの端末の12番モデルミュウ。 あなたの知っているラムダはミュウの全世代モデル。
うん。
ラムダはもう目覚めることはないのか。
Oh no.
端末が機能を停止すると、バックアップされたデータを利用し、新しいモデルが作られる。だから、複数の端末が同時に存在することはできない。だけど、ミュウの生産後にも、モデルラムダが機能を停止した状態で凍結されていることを確認した。あってはならないこと。
ミュウ、この前言っていたな。ユニバース外部の何らかの存在が介入した可能性があると。
うん。それから、外部からの介入を示す確実な手がかりを発見した。
その何らかの存在はカルティスの権限の維持を望む奴らだと推測していたな。端末が停止した状態でも。
見立てが間違っていた。その何らかの存在のせいでモデルラムダの機能が停止したの。
Entity's disruption.
何？
誰かが意図的にラムダを停止させたということか。
お？
端末を停止させ、ユニバースを利用できないようにし、時間軸の結び目を残したままにしていた。あなたが永遠に回帰を繰り返すように。
なんだと。
もともとユニバースの結び目には回数制限がある。あなたのように記憶を持ったまま無限にループすることは不可能。
うん。
そうだ。何度も繰り返すことはできないと言っていたな。
その代償としてあなたはこれ以上因果率を積むことができなくなった。記憶は引き継がれても回帰によって得られる利益はないに等しい。
ということはミュウ、お前が説明してくれた因果率の概念からすると、つまりただ繰り返すだけなのか。
Oh.
そう。
Oh, dang.
そんなこと。その存在は一体何のために。
それについては把握できていない。だけどこのままでは幾億の歳月の間、あなたはその存在のおもちゃとして生き続けることになる。
我は何のために生きてきたのだ。
Regardless.
少しずつ良くなっていると思っていたのに。災いに打ち勝つことだけを目標に耐えてきたのに。ただ無意味に繰り返していたに過ぎなかったというのか。
I didn't remember that his circles were pointless. Oh gosh.
これからもそうなのだな。永遠に叶うことのない災いが起こり、また世界は終わりを迎え絶望する。このままでは。
抜け出す方法がある。
Mew.
なんだと。
同じ時間軸に結び目を作るの。
そんなことができるのか。
できる。結び目が作られる瞬間に2つの紐をつなげればいい。
その後にモデルラムダと同期化を行い、権限を完全に譲り受けることができれば、あなたの結び目をほどくことができる。
Wait. I remember that part. I remember there's a scene.
モデルラムダが持つ独自のファイヤーウォールと同期化プロセスを行う際に損なわれる情報量を考慮して試算した結果、成功率は 27.983%。 高いとは言えないけれど可能性はある。成功させるためには2人同時に結び目の条件を達成しなければならない。
それは死ぬということか。
うん。現在の時間軸での集結が必要。
その方法しかないのか。
それ以外粒子を紐状に具現化する方法がない。
何を考えているのだ。
お、
今回の人生で成し遂げたもの、出会った者たち、今回の人生はここで諦めて。
バカなことを考えるな。
お、
私が何を考えてるかわかるのか。
我にとっては永遠の地獄だが、汝とは何の関係もないこと。すでに我は汝の手により敗北者となり、これまでの人生を否定せざるを得なくなった。これはお前が成し遂げた結果だ。お前が積んだ因果なのだ。このまま汝の人生を続ければいい。災いに立ち向かい、我ができなかったことをやりきればよい。安っぽい同情などいらん。汝が今考えていることは我にとって最大の冒涜行為だからな。我は今まで必要のない荷を背負ってたという事実を知れただけで満足だ。
本当にそれで満足なのか。
ああ、十分すぎるほどにな。
No。
そんな事実知ったところで何の意味がある。
なんだと。
君も懸命に戦ってきたじゃないか。今までずっと幾度となく。やり方には賛同できないが、今まで誰かを救うために努力してきたことは事実だ。それに私の悩みにとやかく言うな。これは私の悩みだ。花からお前のために悩んでいるわけではない。誰かを置き去りにしたまま進むなど私の道に反する。そんな選択をしたところで私は満足できない。方法がないのであれば見つけ出し、方法があるとすれば何としてでも成し遂げる。それが私のやり方であり、歩む道だ。
お。
それに君がこのまま消えれば、今まで君が犯してきた数々の出来事も一緒に消えてしまうからな。今までそうやって何度もやり直してきたんだろう。誰にも記憶されることのない過ちを幾度となく繰り返しながら、目的のための手段として他人を利用してきたのだろう。そうできたのは君が無限にやり直せると知っていたからだ。君は手段や道具として扱ってきた者たちとこれまでとは違う立場で向き合ってみるべきだ。限りある人生を生きることになった時、君がどんな選択をするのか見てみたい。
そんな
それに最後に1回くらい 理不尽な運命に抗ってみてもいいだろう。私はな、カルティス。君にはこれ以上何かを諦めてほしくない。君と私に与えられたたった一度のチャンスだ。どうだ、一緒に挑戦してくれるか。
汝は本当にバカなやつだな。
筋が通ってると言ってくれ。
端末ミュウが計算した確率も決して高いとは言えない。
フランがいたならきっとコスパ最強とか言いそうだがな。
Lit.
なんだと？
いや、気にするな。私にとってはさほど低い確率ではない。最後に聞こう。私と一緒に挑戦してくれるか。
ああ、共に行こう。
He's doing it.
よし。それでは。条件は二人同時に、死を迎えることと言っていたからな。君に任せるよ。私にはできない。物理的にはな。
It's just not possible.
わかった。
He's not strong enough.
ミュウ、さっき話していたように、同じ時間軸に2つの結び目を作れば、同じ瞬間に記憶が戻るのか？
それは違う。個人に対する結び目の設定変更は不可能。
じゃあ、君と私の時間差はかなりあるということだな。
おそらくな。
カルティス、忘れるな。私にとってもお前にとってもこれが最後のチャンスだ。
分かっている。安心しろ。苦しませたりはしない。
気にするな。君にはすでに一度殺されているからな。
汝の選択に感謝する。
それは次の結び目で結末を見届けたから言ってくれ。
I did not mean to skip his part, but you basically know what he said.
ミュウ、あとは頼んだ。
ユニバースとの接続を解除する。
Cat's claws!
選んだのは私だが、今回出会った港はもう会えないのか。また会いに行くぞ。必ず。
Yeah, I remember the scene. Oh,
追加演
dang.
奏が必要ですね。
Oh, dang. That's crazy. Ah, my monthly check-in because it's at midnight right now. But that was crazy. That recorded all of it, right? Oh, thank goodness. I would have sucked if it didn't. I don't think we need to check the end part to see if something happened at the very, very end, but you never know. Do you realize how much tapping I'm gonna be doing for that last part? Oh my god.
Dappy 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 dappy.
Don't be afraid.
Should put it on not. I don't want to make it
悔いはな
really fast, but
我がいいこの
when Faith
我が
skips really fast the end part we miss, and then we would have to go through all of this again.
パンだけ、
その
見立てがま、
I gotta change my hand.
そうだけ
わとか
で、モデルラ、
根
Seeing him despair, knowing that it was all for nothing.
君
Oh.
やりか花だほう今までも私は上き
There we go. I don't think there's anything at the end after this. Pretty sure we get to see an extreme, but. Ah, that's such a hurtful smile. Poor Fram. Poor everyone. I like how the little Fram plushie or the Monarch plushie is still on her. Or is it? Oh, it's Fram. I think I had the Monarch plushie on Fire Fram, and then the Fram plushie on Water Fram.
Yeah, that was it. It's all that tapping was for nothing. That's okay. Now it's extreme mode.
Luckily, I've already recorded Nightmare mode from a while back when I first started Nightmare. Thank goodness we would not make it. And we recorded Forbidden Tower, Cardis Records, and Records of Camelot. I've also recorded all the story events and stuff. I just, sad to say, not Warp Towers. Did I have already said this before? I don't know. Well, whatever. I'm a repeater. Although, if the extension, if EOS gets extended to another month, or maybe at least 2 weeks, maybe I could make it. Well, that's not gonna happen. That's just wishful thinking. Maybe we'll make it an extreme. At least that. Okay, so, bye. Wish you all the best of luck. If you guys want to see Warp Tyrants, someone else recorded it, so just look up Warp Tyrants and you'll see their playlist thing. I saw it. It's there. Yippee. Bye-bye.